Hello guys, welcome once again to another wonderful episode for today. Yes, we're trying to just get you an update on the Marine Drive project that the government of Ghana just initiated to do right over here, to make Ghana one of the best. And yes, we are just in to always update you guys on what is happening, the construction which is ongoing on in Ghana and also Africa. My name is Billy. Let's get into the video and see how this project is going and how far they've been always, how far they've come. So let's dive into it. So someone will say that why are they doing this? They are filling the ground so that when it's time for them to dig and put in some one or two things, it will be so easy. So you can see how they are grading, you can see how they are leveling as well. This is it. So they are grading and also they are leveling the ground. So they are going to have. So viewers, you can see how these tracks are into viewers, you can see how they are leveling the ground. All this place wasn't like this, so leveled it and make sure that they are in good shape. So I just want you to just see how they've leveled it. This is the Marine Drive project that the government of Ghana have initiated, and now they are working on that. So I just want you to just see that work is ongoing on. They haven't stopped. They are still working. Work is ongoing on. Work is really on. As you can see, work is really on. So please, if you're watching this video, subscribe to the channel. So you can see that they are still working. Yes, they are still working. You know that sometimes we need to risk our life, go to the site and just get this videos for you to watch. It's not easy though. So they are still working, and you can see how the tractors and the caterpillars and the bulldozers are grading. Yes, they've made boundaries, so meaning that this one was something which was there. All these things that you see was there and was under the ground. So you can see how they've leveled the ground and they are still working. Wow. So this is the Marine Drive project that the government said he's going to do. Let's go close to the sea and see how they've been able to do that. Let's go a little bit closer and see how they've been able to do that. So you can see they are still leveling. Yeah, they're not done at all. They are still leveling the ground. So there's no beach for now. No beach. They've halted everything. No one comes here. There's no beach. So if in case you think that there is beach ongoing or no, there's no beach for now. So the construction is still ongoing. We are at the site to just monitor how they are just leveling the grounds right here. So after some of the inspections that we just did, we saw that the previous government did their best, but they couldn't complete what we were about to do, and this were also the plans. So this is the area plan view. There should be some sky buildings over there, whereby it's going to look so luxurious, and then we can just have amazing theaters, whereby foreigners who comes over there to enjoy their lives
and also have some serene environment to just stay as a cool, sea breezing areas can also feel it over there. So there was a lot of projects whereby we're all expecting that by the end of 2025, the previous government should have completed, but still they tried their best, but they couldn't. So we are expecting the new government. We're talking about John Dramani Mahama initiative to just come to this project for us. This is a Ghanaian project. It's not for a part when you go to Dubai and some part of the other countries, you can see that a lot of projects are being done. Makes hospitality one of the best, and we all know that tourism helps to boost Ghana their GDP. Yes, tourism really helps. So we have restaurants, we have some other stuff. So all this is the plan. This is the initial plan. So when you've heard about this marine drive project, that's is supposed to be contracted at the end of the beach. Talking about the Osu beach, that was a reason. There's a whole plan about it. The evening there will be live concert live. The other stakeholders, there's going to be some museums over there as well, whereby you can just know how our forefathers really fought for our freedom. So anybody that comes there can even go to the museum, not to the Economic Museum, but just to go to that museum to just see, and also listen to some of the historical aspect of Ghana. So the Marine Drive project in Accra is one of the projects that is supposed to be completed, but still earthworks is still down. But still earthworks is still down. When will Ghana rise? Ghana sorry. Since I say yeah, the way in a year, it's going to really help Ghana, because a lot of investors are here who want to invest. A lot of investors, I don't know them, but countless of investors. Look at where the Independence Square is, and look at behind the Independence Square. Look at how they've really designed such magnificent hotels and Airbnbs around. And this is the edge of the hotel. This was a plan whereby when the sea blows, and there is very massive, we have some barriers over there that can go down. The plan was amazing. The plan was super amazing. But can we say that as a country has a plan that we drew and we all expected manifested? No. The next is Sonia Dreno and Bimsa. Plan a mo draw and it's a sub marine project and best fine you to me amanambim. Why? Because we didn't give the contract to the right people. Secondly, we're all thinking about money. Thirdly, we are all thinking of how someone can just do it and proceed to the last step by not even filing the proper a document for payment and stuff. And I was very I felt very bad. And this is the courts. So just imagine that when we have done this, can we know the kind of employment that is going to create? Have you seen? Can we know the kind of employment that is going to create? It's going to be so massive and more. Just look at the plan. When you look at the plan carefully, you could see, say, Charlie, I don't know if but Mr. John Mahama, please, Monshim, and development organ, any energy home. Development organ, any energy home, since a person who say a man be a that's all my ye, and a man be at say almost so, a development. A development. The way I from a development, so the submarine Accra will transform one of the most important and also current, industrial, real estate, along the city waterfront into a very central Charlie. By improving access to the existing civic assets alongside the states, the sites and also introducing new, avenues and fun parks, national, leadership museums and stuff. They won't, and we don't know, they're going to be a national museum, and Nakebe. The plan we are going to buy here, Omajim Skedi, Siano. Are we going back to the same plan? Because there should be a continuation of development in Ghana. Yes, I buy me bar. No, I buy here in the DNA with Jai Dabi. Yes, I buy me bar. No, but twice or no, so it Dabi. As I say, you have the maintenance culture and so the continuation culture whereby say Ubiba no by any day. That's what we fear being ma. There should be a record of continuation. Only a train, any a lottery agency for headquarters and also new. It can somewhere Ascent no air just opposite this lottery. Ascent and Mirano. Ascent is just opposite Ascent and they came say come back Bubu Center. I don't know. I think say come on and then and come on so look at what we sell here. We sell Ghanaian, artifacts. We sell Ghanaian based on local things. We have bags, jewelries, bracelets, artworks, drawing, paintings, a lot, t-shirts, Ghana made, African made t-shirts and stuff. A lot. This is the art center. I intentionally entered. I'm not saying more someone who's in the Kebe bubu weni ni ego. Wow, say mamu baby entena. That's that. Eno na mamu yefu. Tell me, no. Now, so you have been tonight. Why? Look at this, paintings. Do you know how much it takes for you to, invest into this? You could see the paper is okay.
Selling ad, okay. So if someone wants to get your number or your contact on social media, how the person get it?
Oh, my number is 0554 008331.
All right, so you can do delivery as well.
Yes.
All right, so these are some of the artworks that he's having around here.
Different.
So if you want it, you can come for it. This is a free promotion from Mbaba here. We're telling the African countries to come around here. So these are some of the artworks, right?
Yeah, right here.
So,
Yeah.